Pepperidge Farm remembers when Donald Trump was first running for president, he claimed that we were going to keep winning. In fact, we were going to be winning so much that we were going to get sick and tired of winning. But now, after looking at the current Trump administration, all I can think is I am sick and tired of losing. And I think America feels this way also, because Americans everywhere are suffering, and now the Senate Intel Committee has just dropped a scathing bombshell on Trump. How's it going? My name is Hunter Avallone with Occupy Democrats. Welcome back to another video, and don't forget to click that like button if you're also ready for Donald Trump to go. Now, as I was saying, thanks to Donald Trump's administration, America is just not doing so good. In fact, just recently, a brand new report revealed that since Elon Musk completely gutted Social Security, now Social Security is in turmoil.
The Social Security Administration website crashed 4 times in 10 days this month, blocking millions of retirees and disabled Americans from logging into their online accounts because the servers were overloaded. That comes as 2 sources tell Axios the administration is rushing to cut phone services at the White House's request. Which brings us to Frank Bisignano, facing questions from lawmakers today in his bid to become Social Security's permanent administrator. But his approach appears to contradict what's been happening.
When you have a system that is not working now, do you think it's a great idea to lay off half of the employees?
I don't know if, do I think it's a great idea to lay off half of the employees when a system doesn't work? I think the answer is probably no.
But you don't need to be accepting Social Security benefits to recognize how the Trump administration is just screwing everything up. In fact, again, a brand new report was just released showing that the consumer confidence plummeted to the lowest level since January 2021. Not only are Americans expecting higher inflation this year, but more of them are also predicting that the economy will slip into a recession, the Conference Board survey showed. That toxic combination of weakening growth and accelerating inflation resembles stagflation, and Federal Reserve officials also see the US economy trending in that direction. So the Trump administration has completely destroyed Social Security, they have ruined consumer confidence even further, and Donald Trump is also bleeding support from his own followers. Because just recently, Trump suffered more MAGA backlash over his suggestion that he could join the Commonwealth, and after he tweeted, "I love King Charles." Conservatives were absolutely furious with Donald Trump over this, and it even earned Donald Trump a call out from Alex Jones himself.
So I went and researched it, and it's true. And I've always promised viewers and listeners, I love Trump, overall love what he's doing, but sometimes he does just the most terrible things. So this is an assault on the very identity of our country. And joining this British Commonwealth does not just mean it's honorary. So this would be Trump going against the very foundations and the very meaning of the American Revolution and who we are.
So yeah, when even Alex Jones starts calling you out, you know you've really messed up. But all of Trump's unpredictable behavior has finally culminated to this very moment, the moment you've all been waiting for, when the Intel Committee drops a bombshell on the Trump administration. At this point, I'm sure you're all aware of the trending story right now regarding the Atlantic journalist being added into the Trump official group chat featuring war plans, and don't even get me started on the fact that the Trump administration is discussing top secret, highly sensitive national securities on Signal, on a little group texting app. Are you kidding me? This, of course, resulted in a Senate Intelligence hearing. Democrats on the Senate Intelligence Committee absolutely grilled CIA Director John Ratcliffe and Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard on a group chat about military plans to which a veteran journalist was inadvertently added.
Yet suddenly, and for no reason that I can understand, the United States is starting to act like our adversaries are our friends. Voting in the UN with Russia, Belarus, and North Korea. That's a rogues gallery if I've ever heard of them. Treating our allies like adversaries, whether it's threats to take over Greenland or over the Panama Canal, destructive trade war with Canada, or literally threatening to kick Canada out of the Five Eyes. I feel our credibility is being enormously undermined with our allies.
But the intelligence leader did not hold back. That was not all he had to say. He also had this absolutely scathing remark to give both Tulsi Gabbard and John Ratcliffe.
Were they personal devices? Had the devices been collected to make sure there's no malware? There's plenty of declassified information that shows that our adversaries, China and Russia, are trying to break in to encrypted systems like Signal. I can just say this, if this was the case of a military officer or an intelligence officer and they had this kind of behavior, they would be fired. I think this is one more example of the kind of sloppy, careless, incompetent behavior, particularly towards classified information, that this is not a one-off or a first-time error.
Here's a hot take. Maybe Gabbard, instead of like just sitting there listening to how she should be fired or whatever, should just resign, you know? Because most people with some self-respect, dignity, and with even slight respect for this country would never dare send top secret information over a texting app. Unfortunately, a lot of this mess has just left us with more questions rather than answers. Primarily, what is going on inside the mind of Donald Trump? Truthfully, I don't think I want to know.